everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today I've got Dishonored 2 on the Acer Predator Helios 300 with that GTX 1060. Up in the left-hand corner, we're going to have MSI Afterburner running as usual, where we're going to see GPU temperature, frames per second, CPU temperature and utilization, and of course system RAM usage as well. I had a couple requests to have this game done, so I did pick up a copy. And so far, it's pretty cool. I played the first one, and I did enjoy that. And the second one, so far, has been pretty decent as well. If we go into our options here, we go into visuals. It is at 1080p full screen. We are on the Ultra preset, so it's the highest preset you can do. So I'll cycle through these, and you can see what it sets at the Ultra preset. I believe everything is on. Now, advanced settings, this is interesting. You can either turn VSync totally off, and you can change some adaptive resolution, and you can do other things. So I left it at VSync on with VSync based. So this should be locked in to 60 frames a second. HBAO Plus is also on. And this is the Ultra preset. So you're going to pretty much see about 60 frames a second through the entire gameplay, which is excellent for Ultra settings. I'm trying to figure out how to get out of this room, and I am not going this way, obviously. So, I think I have to go out one of these other windows. Yes, here we go. So if you haven't played Dishonored 2 yet, you can go stealth route, you can go kill everybody route, you can go, a mix of both. So it's got a variety of ways that you can play this.
I was worried. Where's the Royal Protector?
There's a coup underway. My father he's imprisoned, for lack of a better word.
You've got to get out of the tower, through your safe room. There was a captain earlier today down at the docks, looking for the Royal Protector. Find her. Get out of Dunwall.
Alexei, I'm sorry. Goodbye.
Okay, I can't get through that door yet. I have to take care of this guy that's got the key. Okay, so Y is for leaning there. Should have known that already, but there we go. So I should be able to sneak up on this guy. Right button to knock him out, right trigger to kill him. I'm just going to kill him. I keep collecting these books because I can go back and read them later. Oh, he turned around. I'm gonna have to fight him. That'll work.
Off, we should have the time we need. Just stay here and stall anyone.
There's the guy. I can either kill him or I can knock him out. So that's my choice.
Lock myself in this damn safe room.
We'll cover for you if anyone from the Duke's party returns. This is exciting. Everything's changing.
Yes. The natural order is reasserting itself. Ramses once hosted the king and queen of Morley. Did you know that? I spent my childhood playing with the Buntings and the Boyles, the cream of society.
As you can see, right about now we're at about 52, 53 frames per second. So it does dip in this ultra preset. If you want a solid 60 frames, I would suggest in areas like this where there's lots of flowers and a lot of other things going on, you're going to get a little under that 60 frames a second. You can just knock that down to high, or you can adjust that adaptive screen setting as well. That will allow you to adjust the frame rates a little bit so that you get that solid 60 frames a second. But for the most part, since there's a lot of clutter here in this particular map or portion of the map, then you know, that's why you get, you know, 55, sometimes 55 frames a second. But you know, in other spots, as right here, it's back up to 60, so it's you know, pretty fluid even in ultra. You just have to maybe adjust a few of the settings, maybe take HBAO plus off or something like that and leave it in ultra to get a solid 60 without any dips in certain scenes like this, where it's right now sitting right at 50 or 53 frames per second because of the flowers and a lot of other things and some light shafts there. But now it's back to 60, so it varies. This card is capable of doing 60 frames a second. In ultra, you may just have to adjust some of that adaptive VSync settings. But for the most part, we're, you know, just running around and doing things. We're at 60 all the time, so I'm pretty happy with that. So now we have to find the safe room.
Stop!
He kicked me. Yeah, I cut his arm off, yeah.
Anton Sokolov made this lock.
Thermals are real good, 70 degrees on the GPU, 70 degrees or even less on the GPU, with about anywhere from 20 to 50% utilization, sometimes down even under 20. 7.5 gigabytes out of your 16 gigabytes of system RAM being used. I'll let you guys check out the rest of the gameplay, and I'll check back at the end. I hope you enjoy it.
I'll need this. Now you've got what you wanted, Ramsey. The Imperial Suite atop Dunwall Tower. Stay put until this is all set straight, Ramsey. Enjoy the rations and well water. sleeping next to a fortune. I have a feeling I'll need these. The Crown Killer must be connected to all this. With the Duke and Delilah. The reserves won't help against Delilah, even if I had a way to carry it all out of here. Until I understand this, I have to go into hiding. I should make my way to the docks. What would my old governess say? Callista would probably tell me to sit up straight and to marry Wyman. She'd ask me when the War of the Four Crowns ended. 1625.
So that's Dishonored 2 on the Acer Predator Helios 300 with the GTX 1060, and the GTX 1060 did a great job at hanging in there. Again, there's a few dips there into the 50s or close to that 50 mark every once in a while, but for the most part, it holds at that 60 frames per second. We can go back in and check our settings here in a second. There are a few different things that you can do, even on the Ultra preset, to bring it up to a solid 60. I didn't have any problems with this. The way that it played, it was perfectly fine for me. I didn't have any problems. But 1080p, full screen, quality obviously is going to be Ultra preset. You can maybe turn one or two things off there if you want to, if it bothers you. Now, adaptive resolution is another thing that you can adjust if you wanted to do that as well, or turn off HBAO Plus on the last spot there, and you'll get that 60 frames per second without any dips at all. This was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. If you have any questions or comments about this game or want to see any other games on this laptop, leave them in the comment section below. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Remember to like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. That always helps me out, and I'll check you guys out on the next video.